let's talk about Americana. So now you decide you're going to do something different. And you're doing bluegrass, but it's kind of moving in a direction.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who watch Hoofa Doofa have said, what is Americana? Because I was using the term as if everybody knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But of course there's no Briticana or Australiacana. So what is Americana?
Okay. Well, I hear a rumor that it's going to be, the word Americana will be in the Webster's Dictionary. I don't think it is now, but I've been told it's going to be. So I don't think there's a hardcore definition, but in my experience, what I've come across is, I think it's a blending of different styles of American roots music, blending that into one style. And I don't think you have to blend every form of American roots music into one style to be considered Americana. I think maybe you could take two styles. Say bluegrass is sort of a rootsy American style of music, and folk music.
Okay.
You can blend those two, come up with a completely unique sound, and call it Americana. Or you could, say, take folk, blues, bluegrass, and just add a touch of jazz in there. You've got a different style of Americana music.
So it's more a feeling than a technical definition.
At this point, yes.
Yeah. Does it need to be acoustic?
No, there's rockabilly, which is another form of what some people consider Americana.
Yeah. So at one end it'll be old-timey.
Yes.
And at the other end it'll be soft rock.
I would say original.
Now you drop into that and you think, I'm going to write songs.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the parameters around which I'm going to write.
Mm-hmm.
Does that come naturally to you, or do you have to think about it?
I don't sit down. I don't say, hey, I think I'll write a song. I think I'll sit down and drum something up. It just, it comes to me. The song comes to me, or a feeling comes to me, and I know it's time to grab a guitar or sit at the piano for a little while and noodle until whatever it is just comes out.
Chelsea settles down in the afternoon. She gets back up again. She's gone so soon. She knows where she's headed now. Up to a cloud, and she won't wanna come down. Chelsea doesn't mind, and her soul is free. And she knows we ain't living like we ought to be. If it hurts to be so cruel, I'll place your backs on a higher road. Ain't no need in coming down low there. Ain't no need in hanging around. Oh, Chelsea, rest upon your cloud now. It's the world of bittersweet, but your innocence won't make you weak. No, Chelsea, can I join you in my dreams?
How do you decide who you're going to write with? I mean, I've written with other people, and usually they've come to me and said, hey, this is a half-finished idea. Do you want to work on it? And it works a treat like that. But, I mean, I can't think of saying, I'm half done something, I'm going to give it to X.
Okay.
Like giving away a baby, isn't it?
It's very personal. It's like letting someone read your journal. But I think the first couple of times that you do it, you actually give it to somebody and let go of it and feel I almost felt an embarrassment or a shame, like, oh, they're going to know my deepest, darkest. Once you let go of that, it's a lot easier to do. I think every song calls for a different collaboration. Maybe no collaboration, but I don't know.
So do you write it with yourself in mind?
Every song? No.
Are there songs that are out there that you helped to write or wrote that you don't do?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about this. There's a rap song out there that called for a vocal melody by a sort of a country-sounding female artist, and I got hired to do that part, and that part wasn't even written. So when I came in the studio to record it, I helped write it. I don't even know what it's called.
No, but so Americana now includes rap, does it?
I guess so.
Okay, so let's say that now you've decided you're Americana and you've written this material and you think, I'm going to get up and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you just get up and do it. You have to decide what your backing's going to be and who the musicians are going to be. Now, as you don't get up with your own guitar and play, I should think that's a nightmare.
I guess it would be for most Americana artists, most acoustic artists. But I've been lucky enough to have my husband, Hank Barbie, be part of that for me, with me. We've grown along the way together, and there's something about the chemistry we've built together over the years in our music that he just knows where I'm going and I know where he's going with the songs.
So in the Ragamuffin concert that we're seeing illustrating this, you've got a bass player, terrific bass player. Where do you get him from?
Oh, rock and roll, the rock and roll band, Amerigo Poppy. He was our bass player in that band.
And you've got Greg Gronholm on banjo and dobro. Where did he come in?
But what happened was I met him at a show of some mutual friends. I had two friends that were playing at
Swallow at the Hollow.
Swallow at the Hollow,
that's right, yeah.
Yes. And he had a friend that was also playing. It was a songwriters in the round. And we met there just by chance, and he said, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm a singer-songwriter. Here's my card. Go to my MySpace page. He said, well, I'm a banjo player. Here's my card. Call me if you need
that's
one.
Right. And that's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay, so the unusual thing, and I've always been so scared of percussion, it can really dominate, can't it? Especially if you've got a full drum kit, and I've had that experience.
Yes.
So how do you choose your drummer?
I've been very anti-drummer. We've hired many drummers over the years. It took a lot of convincing to get any percussion back in the band. And the bass player, Sean McIntyre, we were at rehearsal, and he said, I think there's just a couple of songs that would really benefit from a really stripped down kit and drum kit, and he looked at Hank. Everybody knows to look at Hank first, and then Hank looks at me, and I said, well, what songs are you talking about? And he named a couple, and I said, well, if you feel like that would make you more comfortable, let's try it.
I'm just an old chunk of coal. Yeah, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday.
It's keeping control of all those musicians, not just paying them and getting them there on time and making sure they're all in a good mood, but making sure that they're backing you and you're not there to front them, if you see what I mean.
I do, absolutely, and that's true. The one word that I wouldn't use, though, that you chose to use was control. I don't want to control them. I want there to be creative freedom in it. So I choose musicians who I know will use that creative freedom, but also think about what does the song need, and they think about the vocals first.
If I'm gonna be a diamond someday.